Welcome to Random Niner Talk with your host, Niner Faithful Radio. Um, we're going to go ahead and talk about Richard Sherman's arrest, and I'm going to do an all-time 49ers draft. This week we're going to do defense. Next week we're going to do offense. But before we get started to that, we'd like to remind everybody to go to twitch.tv/Niner Faithful Radio to join us for the live streams of all our shows. You can also hook your Amazon Prime to Prime Gaming and subscribe to the channel for free once a month. You get one free subscription. We hope you use it on Niner Faithful Radio. For the Faithful, by the Faithful, pre-launch sale is coming July 30th. Save 20% off of all our designs. Go to NinerFaithfulRadio.com/shop for more details, or you can follow Niner Faithful Radio Shop on social media on Facebook and Instagram at Niner Faithful Radio Shop, and at Twitter at Niner Faithful RS. Go to SeatGiant.com. Use the promo code Niner Faithful Radio to save on all your concert, theater, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out the show. The website again is SeatGiant.com, and the promo code is Niner Faithful Radio. Get your officially licensed Niner gear from shop49ers.com by using our affiliate link. It costs you no more, and it really does help out our show. The link will be available of the description on whatever you're watching this video or podcast on. Go to NinerFaithfulRadio.com to check out all our interviews, blogs, and previous episodes of all the shows, as well as see where you can subscribe. And you can, of course, follow Niner Faithful Radio on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr at Niner Faithful Radio, and on on Twitter at Niner Faithful R. Ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, let's go ahead and start the stuff. Okay, so Richard Sherman this is from ESPN. I believe Adam Schefter wrote this. Maybe it wasn't Schefter. But Richard Sherman, free agent quarterback Richard Sherman, was booked at 6:08 a.m. local time Wednesday at the King County Correctional Facility in Seattle, and is being investigated for burglary domestic violence, which is a felony charge, according to public records. Records state that he's being bailed, but a spokesman for the Redmond, Washington Police Department told ESPN that it is standard procedure for suspects domestic violence can appear before a judge. The Washington State Police are investigating an incident that happened an hour earlier Wednesday. Sherman is being investigated by the state police in connection with a hit and run and damage to State Department of Transportation property, a spokesman told ESPN. The spokesman of the Redmond Police Department, I don't know why I keep on saying Richard. The Redmond Police Department said a 911 call from the residence was received at 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The person calling said an adult male family member who did not live at the residence was attempting to force his way into the home. When police arrived, the suspect was outside the home. He fought with police, but eventually was apprehended and taken to a local hospital to be checked. After medically cleared, he was booked into the King County Correctional Facility. The spokesman said no one at the residence was injured. The Washington State Police received a report of a single-car accident at approximately 1 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The car, which was registered to Sherman, had struck a concrete barrier and was abandoned in a nearby parking lot. In the course of trying to track down Sherman on a blood search warrant, which is sought to determine whether he was impaired related to the hit and run, state police were in touch with the Redmond police. They ended up at the scene of the 911 call and identified Sherman on the scene. The investigation is ongoing and has not been yet been criminally charged in relation to an alleged domestic violence or hit and run. So Sherman has not been charged, but he's been booked on suspicion. It seems like it's a wrap for the hit and run and destruction of state property. I mean, if the car's registered to you and they identified you at the scene, I mean, it seems pretty burnt cookies for that. As far as the burglary, domestic violence, I'm curious if it said that no one was injured at the residence. I wonder if maybe his wife had like. I don't want to speculate too much out until the facts are clear in the case, but I'm very curious to see if this was injured. Like I said, I don't want to speculate too much on what I think happened. I'd rather know what did happen. And I'm going to invite everybody to check out Niner Faithful Radio or Good Morning Niner Empire on Friday morning, where we will probably be, Jamie will probably be talking about this because we will probably have more details available on this. But man, it sucks. It really, really does suck. And as far as I know, Richard Sherman has never been involved in an incident off the field as far as I know. Um, it sucks. I'm pretty sure he can kiss coming back to the Niners bye-bye. After the Reuben Foster situation, I don't think that the Niners are going to be messing with anybody that has any type of domestic violence situation, going on. Obviously, we'll see what comes out in the case. And, Sherman's record will be, he's got a clean record, so I'm pretty sure that will be taken into an account. Um, so, always the awkward transition between real life and football life, even though football is life. Um, we're going to go ahead and go into our all-time 49ers defensive draft. We're going to start out on the D line, and I think the D line is probably one of the easiest positions that you can do for the franchise. Obviously, at D end, you're going to have Charles Haley. Um, Charles Haley, outside linebacker, D end, either or. I think makes a lot of sense. I mean, honestly, the best. I'm not going to say the most talented because I believe the most talented edge rusher in team history is Alden Smith. But, I mean, Charles Haley, clearly the best edge rusher in team history. Outside linebacker, edge rusher, wherever you want to call him. Hall of Famer. And Eddie D, didn't make too many mistakes after the hiring of Bill Walsh. But one of the mistakes he did, and he'll admit his biggest mistake as owner, was allowing Charles Haley to be traded to Dallas, to the Cry Girls for, and obviously started their rise to power. And came back to haunt the Niners many occasions. So we're going to go to D tackle. I mean, yet again, another, well, not Pro Football Hall of Fame, but definitely this year will be officially inducted into the Edward J. DeBarlo Sr. Hall of Fame, 49ers Hall of Fame. In the NFL, all in the red and gold, a Super Bowl champion, great guy, 10-time Len Eshmont Award winner. I mean, last Niner to retire and be carried off the field by his teammates. Just, how many have really truly had that opportunity? That's another question, but I think BY deserves to get carried off the field by his teammates. All around great dude. Anybody who's ever met him said he's a great guy. And honestly, BY needs to be in the Hall of Fame. I do not understand why he's not in the Hall of Fame. and it is seriously really troubling that he's not. Going to our editor, D tackle. I'm going to go with, and I know this will be a controversial pick because there'll be other players there available, but I'm going to go with Charlie Kruger. Um, I think that Charlie Kruger or Daniel Stubblefield, I don't think you could go wrong either way. As far as you know, best player and one of the best players in D tackles in franchise history. Either or. Sorry, y'all. I don't know why every time I do this show, I'm always tired. I was fine earlier. Um, Maybe I need to start drinking coffee. But yes, Charlie Kruger, the other DN / outside linebacker, however you want to look at this, is I don't think you can go anywhere else besides Aldon Smith. I mean, look, the reason he's not in the Hall of Fame and the Ring of Honor and, has it, well, we don't retire jerseys anymore, apparently. But the reason he's not in the Hall of Fame is because of off the field issues. He was on a Hall of Fame trajectory easily and very sad. And then if you're going to run a 3-4, I guess we can go with nose tackle. I'm going to say Ted Washington, Super Bowl champion. Yeah, not much to say on that one. Going on into linebackers, I mean, you're going to go with 2 inside linebackers, 3 out, linebackers. I think that if you're going in a 3-4, sorry again, y'all. If you're going in a 3-4, you're easily going to pick, your inside inside linebackers. It's very clear. Patrick Willis. I mean, better linebackers in team history. Dave Wilcox is a good example of somebody you can go with who is a Hall of Famer. But I'm sorry, I got to go 52, 53 right here. And then if you're going in a 4-3, I'm going to put Dave Wilcox as that third linebacker about him a few seconds ago. Now, if you're going into free safety and strong safety, obviously, is there any other free safety you can go through in team history other than Ronnie Lott? I mean, I'm sorry, you can't get better than the GOAT, number 42, hardest hitter in NFL history. I mean, literally put fear into anyone going across the middle in the 80s and the 90s. I mean, just nothing you can't say about Ronnie Lott. A strong safety, I'm pretty sure that some people will disagree with me on this, and that's okay. That's kind of what this list is about. But I'm gonna go Tim McDonald. Tim McDonald, I believe, is one of the most underrated safeties in Niner history. And if he had a little bit of a longer career and didn't get injured, I think if he would have played longer, he'd have definitely been in the Niners Hall of Fame. And then you're going to go cornerbacks. I mean, to me, this is pretty obvious too. You're going to go Deion Sanders. I mean, I know that majority of his career wasn't with the Niners, and he played more for the Cry Girls than the Niners. But I mean, Deion's the best corner to ever play in NFL history. And so the 1 year that he played for the Niners might very well be the best year corners ever put together for the team. So you can't go beyond. We're going into the other cornerbacks. Lockdown corner. Hold on, we might just have gotten some news on Richard Sherman. Give me 1 second. Waiting. Let me know in the comments your all-time Niner draft. I'm curious to see how much it differs from mine. Man, the internet sucks today. Always having freaking Wi-Fi problems. I tell you. Let me see. Hold on. I promise. It's coming soon. Let me see. Do we have any news from the team's website? No. We'll go ahead and load it. Loading. They sent a picture and it's not showing. Let me just go ahead and pull it up on my phone. It wasn't news about Sherman. I apologize about that. I was hoping it was. Let me see. Nope. No news from the Niners, although they are hosting a job fair. You know what? Let's go ahead and read that. I'm not gonna go apply because I don't want a job. I got my own business. Well, technically, I guess businesses exclude the shop and the clothing line. Pre-launching 2 weeks from Friday will be for the faithful by the faithful clothing line. Oh man. Only 17 minutes in. Might be able to get a half an hour in this show. I might have to move too to get better Wi-Fi. Okay, here we go. Related department service partners as the 49ers continue preparations to welcome back fans in full capacity this fall. Now is the perfect time to apply for a game day position and contribute to the award-winning fan experience at Levi Stadium. The Playmaker Job Fair will provide opportunities to learn about the various jobs available. The job vault will involve game day employment departments, including janitorial, housekeeping, retail, parking, security, commissions, and concessions, and more. Applicants must be 18 years or older. Meet hiring managers at Levi Stadium from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Pacific Standard Time on Saturday, July 17th. Parking lot is available. Applications are currently open online at 49ers.com/. Your boy at Levi Stadium. Go to 49ers.com/employment and fill out your application. And bada bing, bada boom. There you go. You can work at Levi Stadium. Let me see. Read low player. What's going on? Can y'all see and hear me? Let me know in the comments if y'all can see and hear me. Maybe there's something going on with Twitch. It looks like y'all can see me, but it's not coming through on Twitch for some reason. That's weird. Man. Well, while that loads, I don't even know if I can take. Why is it not allowing me to run 3-minute ads? That's kind of stupid. Um, so exciting news. We are now 13 days away from training camp, which is awesome. Like a possum. I can't wait. Let me know in the comments your favorite camp battle to watch, or I guess not camp battle, but one-on-one battle to watch. Mine's obviously going to be Trent Williams versus Nick Bosa. And Samson Ebukam, and if we can get him on the field, there we go. And D Ford, that's going to be very, very, very intriguing to your boy. Brian Baldinger calls Nick Bosa a player to watch today and said, "Is it fair for Nick Bosa to get 10 or more sacks this year?" And I think, yeah. Oh well, that's a tough question. Like if you put the over under at 7, I would go over. If you put the over under at 10, I mean, for me, would be 8.5 sacks. I would still go under. If you did 9.5, that's a push. 10, I might go under. 9.5, I think would be a push. If you said 9, I might choose over. If you choose 8.5, I'm definitely going over. I guess you could say, is it fair to expect that? I mean, I'd like to at least see him in the preseason if he's going to play in the preseason at all. I mean, that's another question, a big question. We'll definitely probably get into that before training camp. But, you know, is Nick Bosa going to play in the preseason? I mean, would you? I'd at least like to play him one game. Man, I wonder if there's a site. Let me know in the comments if you know a site where we can do preseason snaps, because I don't remember him playing much in the preseason last year. Oh, you know what? There was no preseason. That's right. He didn't play in the preseason last year. So Nick Bosa has yet to ever play in the preseason game. And him last year. And then, he didn't play a preseason in 2019 and looked pretty damn good. So, I still like to play him at least a series or two. I don't want the first time he hits the field to be week 1 in Detroit. I would prefer that he gets on the field. Now, I don't know if the third preseason game when we had 4, whatever they turn that game into, which will probably be the second one, I would think. I don't think it would be the first one. Kyle Shanahan said that he would prefer, you know, 2 preseason games, one to get all your team ready, and then the other to evaluate the players on the bubble. But I would like to. I don't the snaps. Going week 1. He'll play more. He's going to be more than just a third down player. But I don't. I see him getting subbed out a lot to keep him fresh. Well, should be fresh. He didn't play much last year, but also to knock some rust off, and or not knock some rust off. Sorry, y'all, got distracted by a message. Um, I would expect him to be eased in. He's definitely going to be more than a third down. He's going to be more than just a third down player, but I expect him to be eased in and not If you said one player, probably our number one player that you would think that if we are indeed going to win the Super Bowl this year, like I believe that we are, the one player that would be most critical to that, obviously followed by Jimmy Garoppolo, Trey Lance, whoever the starting quarterback is. I do believe it'll be Jimmy at least week one. Let's see. We got about 4 minutes to our next break. 4 minutes, 15 seconds. But an intriguing camp battle to me is that nobody seems to be talking about is the opposite corner of Jason Verrett. Everybody kind of has Emmanuel third round to sit a year and just say, hey, look, we're good because of Mosley. No, I would believe they would expect him to at least push E-Man. And, E-Man hasn't been exactly the most healthiest player. And so I don't expect him to the job as a rookie. But, it'd be nice if I was pleasantly surprised. Let me know if y'all can hear that baby. And if you can hear the baby, I'll probably go ahead and end the show. But just because, you can't tell a baby to stop crying. No, you can't? Okay, good. Somebody said no, they can't. In a message. Not on a comment. But yeah, I think that it'll be very, very, very intriguing to see E-Man battle out for his spot. And yeah, he was signed for a 2-year contract. But be cut by the Niners. Would I think another team would pick him up? Yeah, probably. I would assume so. I don't know who. I would have to look at, depth charts and all that, just stuff that I don't have the time to get into right now. But because edit quick actions. Let me see. Done. Let's see if we can add another one. Okay, here we go. Oh wow, they did take it off. We'll do that next week. We'll add a poll. Let me see. No comments to show. Well, you know what? Y'all must not like to comment. I see both of y'all watching. There are 2 people watching. Oh, why did I click on that? Man, how embarrassing. I seem like a rookie, don't I? Oh, man. All right, let me see. 1 minute and 15 seconds till a commercial break. So, drop in the comments what you think we should talk about after the commercial break. And we got 56 seconds. Than it did. So I didn't really have anything else really prepared. Just the Thurman statement and then the Thurman situation, not statement. And the draft. Oh. So I'm curious. Out of all the players that, you would say would go in the first round of the draft if they had to be redrafted, who would be the first Niner off the board if it was just one draft, not just necessarily their draft, but honestly, who would be first off the board? Go ahead and I'll answer that when we get back from a commercial break. But shit, you all right. Hopefully, it's still doing the ad. When shit, literally start. I got. Come on, load that break. Load, 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 load. Maybe next time I'll try to sit next to the router. Oops. Load, 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 load. Hopefully, let me see. Did it run the ad? Hopefully, it doesn't take a minute, so I saw it now. Okay. Did it, did it, did it. Did it, did it, did it. It's not loading it at all. Let me see. Dude, this sucks. Saying I have only one bar missing. Starbucks is still closed, so I can't use their Wi-Fi. You know what? I'll just wait for that page to load, and then we'll go ahead and we'll deal with it as it comes. Great, we lost a listener. So honestly, I think a lot of people would say Joe Montana would go first, would be the first Niner off the board. And, honestly, I'm selecting Jerry Rice. I'll get a quarterback. Through Niner history, there are enough that if somebody else takes Joe Montana, I'm okay with Steve Young or Jeff Garcia. Obviously, you want Joe and Steve or John Brody or Y.A. Tittle or Frankie Albert. Obviously, John Brody and Frankie Albert are going to go, be the last two. Good. I'm in the middle of a podcast right now, bro. Oh, yeah, fine. So, I'm, so, fuck. Oh, let me see if this shit's loaded. Is it doing it? Okay, and we're back. Um, Sorry about that. People don't understand when you're recording a podcast that you can't really talk to them. Um, so I think that you know I was like um, I know last off season we were supposed to do the Niner Faithful Radio all time 49ers drafted. That kind of fell through. Um, with the pandemic happening and everything and things being crazy. So let me see. Uh so I think that obviously Joe goes number 2 off the probably Ronnie Lott I think would go third. Um I'm taking Charles Haley fourth. I think this I'm trying to think. You got T.O. I think T.O. would be the second receiver taken. I would take T.O. over any other receiver in Niner history. Um, let's see. We got a message from Jason on NFR. Um, let me see what that is. Hopefully more Richard Sherman news. Jason to know that I'm on right now, so I don't think he'd be messaging me anything crazy. Um, oh, you know what? Let me just pull it up on my phone. Why the internet's being crappy? Let me see. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was just the same statement that I read to everybody. Man, there really is no Sherman news on this one. Um, so, oh, I thought um, files or charges have not officially been filed with Richard Sherman. Um, Obviously, that might change at any moment. And charges aren't going to be filed at 6 a.m. in the morning, 6:08 a.m. So um, I think it's gonna. We'll see as details come out, but definitely a very very weird situation. Um, I don't know what to think about it. I'm assuming he's drunk, but they know or was drunk. But you know what they say about assuming. But maybe that would have been put into the details of the arrest. The public, the spokesman may have said that he was drunk or something like that. Why is the player? There was a network error. Um, are we still connected? Okay, there it goes. Wait. Okay, yeah, there it goes. Okay. Man, this Wi-Fi really sucks today, y'all. I apologize for this. It was working so good too. Earlier. Or yesterday, I meant. Um, so I mean, you could definitely say goodbye to him being a Niner. Um, let's see, what other subjects that I want to cover? Um, Apparently, the Patriots only want a conditional 6th round pick for N'Keal Harry. And so, yeah, I'm definitely giving them a 6th round pick for N'Keal Harry. I don't see why you wouldn't. Um, all right, let's go ahead and let's one more commercial break. And then, oh no, let's wait a little bit longer. And so, I know Jason on yesterday's show, we talked about it a little bit. And I agree with Jason's points. I mean, let's see what we have in the receiver room and everything like that. But, and obviously he's had issues in the NFL separating. But this is Kyle Shanahan. He's going to be. All right, sorry about that, y'all. We should have fixed the connection issue. It looks like we're having a pretty good connection right now. Um, but yeah, so I think that you know it's going to be interesting to see what details come out. Um, let me see. Um, Mike McGlinchey was Robbie Gould's caddy and was his caddy in a recent golf tournament. That's kind of a weird combination. You'd think it'd be uh, Mitch Wisnowski, or somebody of that nature. You find it very, very interesting that it wasn't, and it was Mike McGlinchey. Seems kind of random, like Robbie Gould and Mike McGlinchey hanging out. Who would have thought that they'd be cool enough to hang out like that? I mean, obviously they're teammates, and I'm pretty sure they get along fine in the locker room. But it is very, very interesting to see that happening. Um, let me see. We got about 3 minutes and 10 seconds till our next break. Um, what is going on, Niner Empire? Leave a comment. Let me know how your day's going. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Even if it's not live, let me know. I'm curious to see. If we can pull up the broadcast. Oh, I got a stream chat. What's this? Um, hey, I'm watching the stream. I look good. Um, so, when we start talking about Mike McGlinchey caddying for Robbie Gould, we're really stretching for material to cover. Honestly, it's funny. This is the least amount that I've listened to baseball, in my life, really. Not that I don't love the Gigantes. I'll always love the Gigantes. And, best record in baseball at the All-Star game, baby. So, it's just for some reason I really haven't, had the time to listen to Giants games this year. I mean, I've listened to a few, but kind of breaks my heart. It seems as I get more and more involved with the Niners that so it's I gotta run a business, right? Um, oh, we got about 55 until we'll probably hit another commercial break and might wrap it up after that and just kind of make up for the hour later. Um, we shall see. Please leave a comment, somebody, on a topic to cover. I'm getting desperate over here. There's some people who think that he's going to come back to the Niners. And I'm here to tell you that pretty much his arrest has probably. All right, let's go ahead and let's run this break in 3, 2, 1. Almost time. Oh, 2, 1, 0, and we're back. Man, it's been an interesting couple of days. Oh, I was just reminded on Facebook of a topic we can get into. Isaac Bruce thinks him and Torrey Holt are the greatest wide receiver duo of all time. Oh, bro, that's hilarious. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Have you ever heard of the wide receiver duo of Jerry Rice and John Taylor? And I wouldn't even say that's the best duo on the Niners. The best duo and the best wide receiver duo of all time has to be Jerry Rice and T.O. I mean, how could you have say anything different? And then you have them together on the same football team. 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000 for 5 years. Torrey Holt, let me see. Isaac Bruce. Or you know what? It's not even going to be worth it. I mean, maybe they might have played for more than 5 years. I would have to go up and look on it. And the way the internet's working today, this is working fine right now. I don't know. That was weird. I didn't feel anything. Anyway, sorry, y'all. That's kind of a big deal. Don't want to necessarily be in the mall for having an earthquake. We have to end the show pretty damn quick. But yeah, I'm sorry. That's laughable. that you would not say Jerry Rice and T.O. And I mean, that's not even my Ninerness coming out. That's literally over Randy Moss. I'm sorry. The idea of Jerry Rice not being included in Jerry Rice and player X not being the greatest wide receiver duo of all time. I mean, and then exactly what he played next to Dwight Clark and Freddie Solomon. Or no, he didn't play with Freddie Solomon, I don't think. But he definitely played with Dwight Clark, John Taylor, and then T.O. And then on Tim Brown, and then I don't remember who a Seahawks receiver was when he played for them. So I mean, either one of those could be qualified as some of the greatest wide receiver duos of all time. But if you're talking, greatest wide receiver duo of all time, we definitely got to add. It's got to be T.O. and Jerry Rice. Let's go ahead and see who's available to raid. I don't know why it's popping up with me, but okay. I'm bumping up in a stream. I could raid. Oh no, he's playing with the Seahawks. Can't do that. Yeah, we're not going to be raiding with somebody that's. Well, he might be playing the Seahawks. Either way, let's go Baltic Niner. Hey, 49ers. Baltic to 49ers. He playing NBA 2K, so let's see. Hold on. What is going on here? Man, everything's just messing up today. Okay, let me see. Raid channel. Here we go. Okay, 49ers. Why? Man, everything is legitly screwing up today. Okay, here we go. We'll go ahead and do that. Start raid. Loading, running. Loading. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and wait about three more minutes, and then we'll go ahead and end the session. So we'll wrap it up right now. Make sure to subscribe to Niner Faithful Radio for free using your Prime Gaming free subscription per month. Also, you can go to twitch.tv/Niner Faithful Radio to join us for all the live streams of all our shows. For the Faithful by the Faithful pre-launch sale is coming July 30th. Save 20% off of all our designs. Go to NinerFaithfulRadio.com/shop for more details. Go to SeatGiant.com. Use the promo code NinerFaithfulRadio to save on all your concert, theater, and sporting event tickets, as well as really help out the show. Get officially licensed Niner gear from shop49ers.com by using our affiliate link. It costs you no more, and it helps out the show. 49ers.pxf.io/AJ7PY to be exact. But it will be in the description of this video. Go to NinerFaithfulRadio.com to check out our blogs, interviews, and previous episodes of all our shows. And you can follow the show on social media on Facebook, Tumblr, and Instagram at Niner Faithful Radio. and then Twitter at Niner Faithful Radio RS. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, for tuning in to Niner Faithful Radio. Let's go ahead and run another ad. All right, we're back, and we'll see you. Go ahead and check out Baltic _49er. Or not. Okay, hold on. Let me see. It didn't work this time. Let me try one more time. Start raid. Okay, why isn't it? Man, okay, let's try it one more time. If not, then we're going to have to just talk it up. Start raid. Start raid. Why is it not working? Man, one more time. Because I really want... All right, it's not going to work. You know what? I'll see y'all next week. Tune in to the Niner Faithful, or Good Morning Niner Empire on Friday at 9 a.m. here on the West Coast. Till then, faith, love, and happiness. Go Niners.